Hi everyone, welcome to dollmyshop. Today we are going to be making this simple dress. I wanted to use this as a beginner's outfit because this is a bigger doll and these dolls are also bigger and perfect for making beginner's clothing. If you start with someone this small, then you're going to be in trouble. So I suggest that you use a My First Barbie doll, a 14-inch doll, or an 18-inch doll. So today's doll though is going to be a simple dress for a Disney toddler doll. Let's get started.
We're going to start with the skirt and cut it out 20 inches wide and 6 inches long. I got the skirt all cut out, and now I'm going to use this extra piece of fabric I have to cut out the sleeves. Next, cut out the front of the shirt and the 2 back pieces. Here's the front piece and the 2 back pieces. Now that we're done cutting everything out, it's time to get sewing. Let's start with the skirt first. We're going to hem the bottom of the skirt and then put a basting stitch along the top so we can gather the skirt. I'll show you what a basting stitch is as soon as I'm done sewing the bottom of the skirt. Now it's time to do the basting stitch. Turn your machine dial to 10. At least that's what it is on a Brother machine. On any other machine, pick the largest number that you have on it. And when you reach the end of sewing, make sure that you cut off a longer piece of string so that you can use it to gather your project. If you need a more in-depth tutorial on how to gather a doll skirt, I have a video for that as well. Step is to pin the back pieces to the front piece of your bodice. And also, if you are curious, this is how you put a pin into an outfit. it should look like when you're finished. Sew the shoulders. Now it's time to attach the sleeve. Fold your sleeve in half and place it onto the pit of your garment, like right where you just sewed, so it will stay in the center of the armhole. Then you can pin it and it will be a perfect fit. This is what it should look like all pinned together. Next thing to do is sew the sleeve to the pit of the garment. Sew the other sleeve as well. Now that the sleeves are attached, you just have to hem them, which means fold the sleeve in and sew. Now that the sleeves are sewn on and hemmed, it's time to do the neckline. First is pinning the neckline in place. After pinning the neckline, you sew it. When doing the neckline, don't forget to stop here. Lift your sewing foot and turn. Put your sewing foot back down and sew along the neckline. Hold it in a straight line and it will help you get a straighter edge stitch, so to speak. When you reach the end, turn your foot again, then start sewing once more. There you go, look how straight that neckline is. Now it's time to pull the back pieces to the front. and sew along the edges. When sewing along the edges, don't forget to do a double back stitch in the pit of your project, because kids love to move and groove their dolls around, so that will help it be super secure when giving it to your child. I get asked this all the time. How do you get the skirt? Like, how do you know how much to gather your skirt? Well, you put it right on top of the actual shirt of your dress, and then gather it the length of the bottom of the shirt. Then you'll have the right amount of gathers, and it will reach from both ends and fit your doll just right. As you gather your skirt to fit the bottom of the shirt, don't forget to pin everything in place so that it will be easier when sewing. There we go, everything's pinned. Now let's take it to the machine and sew directly under the gather line. Always remember the back stitch, it keeps everything together. Okay, now that the shirt is attached to the skirt, it's time to do some Velcro. I buy my Velcro in bulk and cut it into pieces. The Velcro that I have in my hand right now is 2 inches thick, and I cut it into individual pieces. This piece is about 1/4 of an inch thick, so that it will be the perfect size to open and close on the back of the toddler doll. The easiest way to put the Velcro on is to put it on before closing up the dress. Put the soft side of the Velcro on the outside of the dress and the rough side of the Velcro on the inside of the dress. Then they can clasp on top of one another and close up the garment. Now that we're done pinning the Velcro on, it's time to sew around it so that it will stay on the garment. Now it's time to fold the dress in half, pin it up the back, and sew.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, this is going to be on my Etsy shop. So don't forget to check that out. The link is down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!